Welcome back to South Shore Marine. My name's Will Kruger. Joined to my left here, our very good friend Mike Pasadyn. We are on a gorgeous 306 Grady White right now. What color is this? Blue, Harbor Blue?
Seaport blue?
Seaport Blue, yeah, Seaport Blue. Underside of the T-top matches the hull color. We could go into a lot more details about why this boat's so cool, but in general, we're talking a little bit about fishing and getting started in Lake Erie fishing. And when you, Mike, as a avid angler, whatever you want to call yourself,
sure,
and me as a not so avid angler,
yeah.
As you're trying to get somebody involved into fishing, somebody walks in off the street and says, "Fishing's my thing." Number one, what's up with the walleye? Everybody is like,
well,
walleye crazy.
It's the walleye craze right now. There's been a really good fish hatch in the spring for walleye. The estimated population's somewhere around 100 million, the ODNR estimates. So, ton of walleye, great fishing, the best it's ever been.
I love eating it. I know that. But, when you talk about walleye fishing, right, springtime's right around the corner.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So how do you tell somebody, go fishing, but here's the right way to do it?
Yeah. Well, walleye fishing is known to be best in the spring and fall. So we are coming up on those couple months. They're going to be spawning in March and April. They're going to be hanging out in some shallow water around the reefs. So coming up here, March, April is a good time to get started. It's a little chilly, so as you're looking for a boat, keep those things in mind. You want some protection, and you're going to be targeting those walleye somewhere between Huron and Toledo. Port Clinton's a good area, Sandusky. So yeah, we're coming up on the best fishing time of the season.
Which brings up another good point. So when you talk about early season fishing, some protection, you want, number one, you want a safe boat. You want to make sure you're getting out in something that's going to get you home.
Yeah.
And so what are other things you look for in a boat? I mean, Grady White makes notoriously good fishing boats.
Yeah. Well, a couple things come to mind. You're definitely going to be spending a lot of time cutting through the water, so it has to ride good. I've owned personally aluminum boats and fiberglass boats. They both serve their purpose as well, and you can get out on Lake Erie and ride on either one of them and accomplish the end goal of catching a lot of fish. But I do recommend a nice heavy fiberglass boat like a Grady White. I'd also recommend something with an outboard, because when you're coming up into the springtime, we might have those days when you're going to have some freezing temperatures still, and with an outboard engine on the back, you can drain it out. You don't have to worry about the engine freezing. So a good ride, an outboard engine. Yamaha tends to be number one in the marketplace, so definitely recommend a Yamaha outboard. And I also recommend something that's easy to keep clean. So try to stay away from the carpet,
right.
Because fish stuff and blood and things can kind of make things messy. So a nice smooth fiberglass floor with some non-skid that's easy to clean is always recommended.
This boat's got tons of rod holders. Most Grady Whites you see, there's no lack of rod holders, so that'd probably be another important
Definitely
thing.
Looking for lots of rod holders, tackle storage, gear storage, things that keep things watertight and out of your way so you're not tripping over things on the deck.
The Grady Whites that we carry obviously are part of a big fishing brand of boats. We also carry some other great boats that are capable of fishing. I mean, you don't have to just fish on a boat that's a fishing boat.
Sure.
So truthfully, if you're interested in fishing, boating in general, South Shore Marine is a provider of all things boating, if you will. And we'd be happy to take you through any number of our brands here, Grady White being one of them. And check us out on the website, southshoremarine.com. Mike P. is your guy for fishing, all things fishing. Admittedly, I'm a hack, and so when it comes down to that, I think I caught 5 perch last year, Mike.
Yeah.
So is that good?
It's good, and ultimately you don't have to overcomplicate it. You just with the fish population the way it is, if you can get some lures, down in the 20 to 30 foot range, and let the fish get near it, you're going to hook up. So don't overcomplicate it.
Easier said than done, I think. But here we are. Appreciate your time, Mike.
No problem.
Thanks again.
Thank you.